Welcome back to CTV Morning Live. We continue our Ask the Expert segment with Richard Hollingsworth. 789-6559, extension 2803 is the number to call. You can always email us, ottawa.morning@ctv.ca. Send us a question as well on our Facebook, excuse me, or on our Twitter page as well. Brenda and Richard both joining us today. They've got something new out. It's available on their website. We were talking about this crash kit. It's a great form. I think everyone just printed out, and you were saying put it in the glove compartment, and it's got all the information. So we've went through 1 to 4. The next couple of steps we're going to look at, Richard. The evidence is so critical for you, especially when you're trying to build a case.
Well, that's exactly why we created this. Any lawyer's job in any type of case is really to reconstruct what happened with evidence in the past events. And obviously a serious car accident happens in a few seconds, and people are focusing on that moment in time. But this kit, we believe, will help preserve the evidence so that we can build a person's case going forward and to try to achieve for them the most amount of recovery possible.
So we went through the first stages, 1 through 4, but now we're going to hit on more, as we talked about, some of the evidence that we need and the information. So we'll get ahead to step 5.
Yeah, so step 5 is get witnesses. Witnesses can be very important if there's any debate about how an accident happened. And so get the name and get the phone number. You know, people, Canadians, Ontarians worry about bothering people. You don't want to ask. Just do it. Because you would be amazed, we are amazed at how often people don't tell the truth about how the accident happened. And if you've moved the vehicles and it's your word against the other person's word, it sure is helpful to have witnesses. Mm-hmm. So that's really important. Take pictures. I think we talk about that almost every single time. Please take pictures. Take pictures of where your car is before you move it out of the way and where the other car is. Take pictures of the damage to your car and also the damage to the other car. And the reason for that is there's often a debate about how serious was this accident. And really, the dollar value to repair your car doesn't tell the whole story. You know, there are things that are expensive that are small, and there are things that are relatively cheap that are big. So there's nothing that will help you more than a picture of a gigantic dent or a crumpled hood.
All right, I'm just going to stop you there for a second, because there may be an instance where you're not capable, that you're injured or that you're hurt, and your first thought isn't to be able to take pictures. Does this come, or will there be other people that are going to do this, or whose responsibility does that come to?
I mean, in terms of like getting your car repaired, your insurance company will take pictures, and the same thing with them. Their insurance company will take pictures. Those pictures are not designed to make the damage look as bad as possible, right? They're designed to minimize the damage, right? That's the insurance company's interest. But the property damage isn't as crucial as the location of the vehicles, because that's what, you know, once the cars are moved, it's your word against somebody else's. So if you can hand your phone to somebody, if you can ask a witness to take pictures, if there's somebody in your car, ask them to take pictures. Even if you ask the other person involved in the accident to take pictures, chances are you'll get those pictures. Okay. So whatever you can. Obviously, if you can't move, don't get out. But if you can do it, do it.
All right.
Similarly, number 7 is we've got a diagram of your vehicle and their vehicle. If you can circle the areas, and this is, you know, maybe you can't get out to take pictures, maybe you don't have a camera, maybe your phone is dead. Circle the areas that are damaged, because that helps us put together where, who hit who, where, when, how, because that can be vitally important.
Okay. The rest is all of the contact information.
That's right. License plate, insurance, all of that. You can get it eventually from the police report. You're going to have to pay for it, and you're going to have to wait.
It's interesting because you've created this for people, because oftentimes it'll be on the napkin in the glove, you know, if they have a pen, if there's a napkin that you can write this information down. So this is actually one of the best things that, you know, we've talked about this, but to have it on paper, to see all of it ready to go. We're going to hit on the final one, number 9, just after the commercial break. Want to remind people, if you do want to get questions in, they are here for another segment, both Richard and Brenda. Give us a call on the air, 613-789-6559, extension 2803, or send us a question via email, via Facebook, via Twitter. We're waiting to hear your comments or questions. And once again, if you are looking to find information on Richard Hollingsworth, you can find more and send them questions at info@ottawalawfirm.ca, www.askbrenda.ca, and they are located at 1443 Woodruff Avenue. We're back with more after this.